Hey guys, welcome back to our live stream. It's very nice to see everyone here and happy holidays. Are you guys excited with the Christmas coming and also with the BTC going back towards 44K and ETH going above 2200 right now? There are all happy news. And before we get started, I want to first talk about our live stream raffle winner last week. So here it is. We have 3 winners, and for the winners in the screen, so you will be received 10 USDT within 7 business days. So please stay patient and once it goes into account, I will send a notification to you. For those who are here today, be sure to watch through the live stream as we will get another raffle in the live stream, maybe in the middle. And be sure you are here and get to know how to participate in the raffle. Then it's our very exciting topic today. So Jay is going to introduce his 10 times portfolio for bull markets, specifically for long-term portfolio. So let's welcome Jay to introduce his strategies.
All right, thank you for the introduction. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? Happy holidays. Hope everyone's doing well. I see Andrew, Patrick, Carlos, Scorpions, Junior, and what's up now? Damn, COVID affected my hair. You saying I got long hair now? No, it's cause Sia said it was ugly.
No.
So, gotta be more Asian. No, I'm just kidding. But
Sounds like I'm so mean, Jay.
yeah, Sia is mean. She's mean as fuck. What's up, Daniel? How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing great. Today we got a good one for you guys. We're gonna be going over my portfolio construction for the bull market. Hopefully, we'll get a 10x, 10 to 50x, depending on how the market goes. But basically, we're gonna get, my investments are gonna be split into Bitcoin, Ethereum, different altcoin sectors, active trading, and some DEX for some gambling coins, for some meme coins that can possibly get 100x. So hope you guys are excited. We're gonna go over lots of coins today, and hopefully you guys learn something as well. So get your coffees, get your beers, get your cocktails, whatever you guys drink. Tell your girlfriend, wife, or your mother not to bother you for the next 30 minutes because we're gonna make a shit ton of money if we get this bull market based off of this portfolio. And if the bull market does not come, I'm sorry to say you'll probably be sleeping under the stairs like Harry Potter and be mocked on Thanksgiving or Christmas because you're going to lose all your money if the bull market does not come. But, we're here to make it big and not be very conservative because, we're in crypto for a reason, right? So let's get it and let's get started. So if you guys are ready, give me a thumbs up for the video. Drop a like for me. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are ready and you guys are excited to hear about all these coins and potentially make some life-changing money. All right, so let's go. Beer later. Tea's cool too. All right, so a quick warning, a quick disclaimer before we get started. So I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. We're not trading stocks or bonds, right? Everything except for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe the top 20 market cap coins, they're probably going to go to zero, right? Let me repeat that. They're probably going to go to zero, okay? So do your own research, make your own decisions, and now that I scared away those people who don't want to take the risk, we can get started. All right, let's go. So before we get started, let me just talk about a little bit about like the theory. All right, let me just talk a little bit about theory. So can you remove the picture and just show our faces?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna talk about a little bit of theory before we get started. So, and I'm gonna talk about how you should construct your portfolio, right? For this is for your long term, not for you trading in and out of coins. So, first of all, to start off your portfolio construction, you must have a prediction for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin basically drives the market, as we have said over and over again in the past. Move my camera a little bit. And if Bitcoin doesn't go up, altcoins have historically never went up either. So of course, if Bitcoin runs up 2x and just screws around for 3 months, for example, if Bitcoin goes to 80,000 and just goes sideways for 3 months, yes, altcoins can go up. However, if we don't get a bull run, for example, Bitcoin just goes to 30K, just doesn't move for the next year, don't expect a 10x. Don't even expect a 2x. Altcoins are just gonna be flat in the best case, go to zero in the worst case. So, for example, right now you see Bitcoin went from 25,000 to like 44,000, right? And then it's going sideways, and altcoins are getting some hype. You see, kind of like Beam doing a 10x, Ordi doing almost a 10x, Stacks doing a 2-3x, and Tia and Solana doing like a 10x, right? So when we get the momentum in Bitcoin, as long as we're not at 20K, 30K, we will get a little bit of hype in altcoins. And just so you guys know, what we are trading, right, for Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're going to be sticking around for the long term. For the altcoins that I'm going to be talking about and we're going to be getting into, most of them are probably not going to last in the long term. We are trading narrative. Fully, we are just trading the narrative. All right. There's no real product. There are some products in the top 20 coins, but the ones we talk about, it's mostly narrative. They might have a product, but there's no big adoption. They're probably not making money. And we're just trading the narrative and the hype surrounding these coins. All right. So honestly, except for the top 10 coins, and even then I'm being generous, fundamentals do not matter. So if you're trading fundamentals in crypto, except for Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe the top 10 coins, then you're probably going to lose money. Fundamentals do not matter in the crypto market as of right now, right? Because there's no legitimate product that's making money with tons of users. We are super early, and that's what we got to trade off, right? We got to trade off the narrative. We got to trade off the hopium that other traders will buy our bags basically in the future when it comes. So, for example, right, Solana, it is all narrative. At the bottom, when Solana was at like $5, fundamentals were shit. I thought it was going to go to zero, right? Developers are dropping. TVL, which is the total value locked on the platform, was dropping. FTX obviously collapsed, and they were a big investor in Solana, so they were dumping a lot of Solana. So you would think Solana is going to zero fundamentally, right? There's nothing going for it. But as price came back and I guess people started buying Solana, the fundamentals got better. So in cryptocurrency, this is one thing I've learned and one thing that you need to learn. Cryptocurrency is cryptos are very reflexive. And what this means is that one thing will drive the other. Usually it's fundamentals driving price. But for in the case of Solana, what you can see is price driving fundamentals. As price gets better, fundamentals improve, and price gets even more. Prices improve even more, right? So it's this reflexive type of spin wheel. As price gets better, fundamentals get better. Then price gets more better, fundamentals get better. But what started off, right? What made it pop off? It wasn't fundamentals. It was just people buying the coin, speculating on it, and just general hype coming in the bull market. All right, so I'm gonna say this one more time. The only quality assets in crypto are Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe top 20 coins. Everything else is just narrative, and there's no fundamentals. And if we get a bear market, all these coins we're in, the altcoins, are gonna go to zero. All right, so I hope that everyone understood that, and everyone get the disclaimers and the risk and the narrative and how we're thinking about crypto right now. All right, hope you guys all understand that. So another thing is risk curve and positioning. So make sure. So we're going to be invested mostly in Bitcoin, Ethereum, half of our portfolio basically, and the rest we're gonna do altcoins. But make sure I'm not saying you have to invest in the altcoins that I'm invested in, but just make sure the altcoins you're investing in has better returns than Bitcoin, Ethereum, where there's no reason for you to be investing on them. All right, let me share my screen for a sec. All right, so basically, I'm gonna draw my screen. You guys gotta understand this. You have to go down. So there's like a risk curve, right? So Bitcoin is number one, right? This is the least risky. You might expect like a 3x from Bitcoin, all right? Then you go down the all right. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, all right. And then when you go down the risk curve, you might get like top 20 coins. So these you might expect like maybe like a 5x max, right? 5, 10x, depending on how big of a bull market we get. And then after that, as you go down, you get to the mid caps. So these are like the top, like, I don't know, 500 or maybe like 300. And these are like kind of like shittier coins that might go to zero, that might not. You don't know, right? These you can expect like a 10 to sometimes 30x or even 50x. And then when you get down to the bottom, the shittiest of the coins, these coins are mostly like, I don't know, super low market cap or just traded on decentralized exchanges. These, you're going to have to expect a 100x because these are the chances of these going to zero are like, I don't know, like 80%, very high, right? So as you go down the risk curve, you need to expect higher returns or there's no point, right? Or you can just stay in Bitcoin. If the mid cap you got in, you expect like 3x, why not just stay in Bitcoin? That's way safer and going to be around. All right. So you understand this. All right. Now, how do I erase this thing? There we go. All right. There we go. Actually, I'll leave it up for a while. I'll leave it up for a little bit. Understand this, print it into your mind. All right. So now let's get started into our portfolio and our expectations, right? So to construct a portfolio, you have to understand like what are your expectations. So you have different cases, right? So for me, obviously the base case is always Bitcoin. So the base case, the neutral case, is Bitcoin goes to around 100K. A lot of people are expecting 100K this cycle, and that's basically a 3x, almost a 3x from here, which is fair for Bitcoin because Bitcoin, last cycle went from 10K to 60K. Before that, from like 2K to 12K. So we're getting less and less returns as the market cap of Bitcoin gets bigger, which makes sense because it takes more capital to drive Bitcoin up higher to these crazy multiples. So we're expecting like a 3x for the base case. So basically 100K, right? I'm going to delete this. So base case, Bitcoin, like 100 to 120K. All right. In the bear case for Bitcoin, I'm thinking 20 to 40K. So we're just going to stay here. We're probably not going to go back to like 10K. So this is a bear case. So in this scenario, Bitcoin will probably stay flat. We're going to maybe lose a little bit of money, make a little bit of money. Not so sure, right? And then we have the moon case. The moon case, Bitcoin goes to like 500K, like, Kathy Wood expects. And then in this case, your alt portfolio is not going to 10x. It's probably going to 100x at least. This is the moon case. And then Bitcoin obviously went up 10x by itself. So this, I don't expect this to happen. If it does happen, we're going to all be rich. That's great. Our portfolio is going to, all the coins in our portfolio is going to go up. There's no doubt about it. Like if Bitcoin goes to 500K, we're all going to be rich. That's it. Right. But the most realistic case is the base case. And this is the case we're going to go off of. So Bitcoin does like a 3x. And just to look at this, right? Expectations for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, in the past, it's done like it's done a 3,400% increase in the 2017 bull market. Last bull market, it did like a 600% increase, so like a 6x. And then this bull market, if it goes up to like 120K, we're expecting around the same thing, like a 400, like a 4x or 3x, right? That's very fair. I would assume, depending on like the historical price action of Bitcoin. And also the length of the bull markets has increased because I guess, as Bitcoin develops, more money flows in. It takes longer to develop. It's not just gonna go straight up. I mean, for Bitcoin, it still will compared to like stocks and equities, but it's not just gonna go straight up. Like look at 2017, right? This thing's like boom, straight up, and then we're done. But then in 2020, we get like a up, we get kind of like a chill, what's going on, and then we get a bear market. So this time we might kind of get something like this, like slowly up over like the period of a year or two. That's what we're expecting, and then I don't think 120K is unreasonable, to be honest. All right, so you guys see this? You guys all saw this? This is great. So just to make things simple, we're gonna assume we have a 100K portfolio. We're starting off with 100,000. It could be 10,000, could be 1,000, whatever, But we're starting off with 100K. We're trying to turn it into 1 million. All right. So we're just gonna calculate based off this, right? And also, I want to warn and suggest that I wouldn't put all my net worth into crypto. Depending on where you are in life, what your net worth is, I put maybe like 5% all the way up to like 50%, depending how much you're of a believer you are and how much risk tolerance you can take. For example, if you're young and you want to make it, you can put like 50%. If you're like 22, you don't even have much money, just put 50%, whatever. It doesn't matter if you lose, right? However, if you're older and you have a family, you got kids, and you already have like a big amount of money, you only want to put like maybe 5 or 10 or 20%. Because as I said, you can lose most of your investments in here. So if you're like old, you don't want that. But if you're young, it doesn't really matter. So however, the rewards are substantial, right? Where else in the market can you hope to turn 100K into a mil within like 2-3 years?
True.
That's basically unheard of. So me personally, let me think, what am I putting in? I would put in, for myself, I'm putting in around 25 to 30% of my net worth into crypto. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing, because I'm pretty young, but I'm not like a super DJ. I'm not like 22. I'm gonna gamble all my money. I have a good amount of money, so like I don't want to like gamble it all, but like I still want to get that 1 mil, So I'm gonna put in 25 to like 30% of my net worth, because I do believe in crypto. Obviously, I work in crypto, so I believe the alpha is there. All right, but oh yeah, so there's that. If you're old, you don't want to do that. Putting like 10%, 20%. But now, if you have a very small portfolio, it doesn't matter what age you are. If you have like $1,000 or like $2,000 in your portfolio, I wouldn't even buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, because like, I mean, I don't want to sound like privileged or like, insensitive, but like $1,000 and $2,000 is not a lot of money. Like, if you put it in Bitcoin, it goes 3x. You might make like, I don't know, like $3,000. I don't think that's really like life-changing money. So like, I personally wouldn't do that. I would, if you have like 1,000 to even up to 5,000, I would just go straight to the mid cap and the small caps, and just like, all in that, and split. Obviously, do the whole portfolio analysis, put in different assets and different altcoins and stuff like that. But I want to be able to 10x that, or like 20x that, so you can make like, I don't know, what is 20x like? You can make 50K or like 40K, right, off of your 5K, or like 1K. You can make like you can make like 9K, 10K. That's like way better than making 3K. So I just don't think it's worth it to trade crypto, and if you buy Bitcoin and Ethereum with 1K, because it's just not going to matter too much.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have, like 10,000, you can probably like do the split with the portfolio, I'm saying. But anything under 5,000, I would just focus on mid caps and small caps. And probably not gamble on DEX coins if you like the gambles that can do 100x, because your $1,000, like if you're gambling on Ethereum, you're gonna, I mean, not on like on DEXs on Ethereum, the fees are like $20. Like your $1,000 just gonna disappear very quickly. So I would focus on the mid caps and the small caps if you have a low capital. All right, cool. So let's go take a look at the portfolio now that I talked so much about everything else. All right, so I'm going to break this down, but basically this is what I'm looking at. It might be a little small. I think it's a little small. All right, I'll zoom in a little bit. I can't move the screen. All right, it is what it is, I guess. All
It
right,
looks clear to me.
look clear to you? Okay, cool. All right, so just a quick breakdown. 20% of my portfolio is going to be in Bitcoin. 20% is going to be in Ethereum, and then the rest is going to be different altcoin sectors. So like GameFi 7%, RWA real world assets and DeFi 6%, BRC 23%, AI 3%, layer 1, layer 2 6%, infrastructure 2%. I'm going to leave 20% for active trading. I'll explain why later. Social Fi, I didn't give any coins for these because I didn't really study up on these, but I want to. So 3% on Social Fi and 10% of your portfolio on degenerate gambles on shit coins. So if you have like a bigger portfolio, this is the breakdown I would do. And let's get into it. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, 20%. I'm not even gonna go into it. This is self-explanatory. Like Bitcoin, if it's gonna go up 3x, this is like the stable of your portfolio. Like if nothing else goes up, Bitcoin might stay flat, might go up. At least you have some money like in a safer asset. I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are like the safer assets, right? They're not gonna go to zero. They're probably gonna in the worst case, they're gonna stay flat or go down a little bit. But in a bull market, they're probably gonna 2x, 3x. And so you'll have some part of your portfolio that's going to make a little bit of money, right? So even if Bitcoin, Ethereum does a 2x, the rest of your portfolio goes to zero, at least you'll be flat. You won't lose any money. So I think that's like the beauty of having some of it in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is kind of like the safer method, right? In like traditional finance, like a dumbbell method, like 50% in bonds and like treasuries, whatever, 50% in risky stocks. So at least one part of your portfolio is safe while the other ones try to make the crazy gains. But in crypto, everything's risky, but this is the safest you can be. And if we stay flat, Bitcoin, Ethereum, well, at least you'll have 50% of your portfolio left, right? So for altcoins, I basically have 30% of my portfolio in altcoins and then 10% in the gambles. So for altcoins, I'm gonna go over them, I guess. So the first one, I guess I should have made a chart for this too, but I did not. So sorry about that. So for the first one, I wrote down my notes, but whatever. So for the first one, for the first sector we're gonna go into, it's GameFi, right? I think GameFi is gonna be big. I think gaming is gonna bring in like the next uh billion users into crypto because gaming is a huge industry. Everyone plays games. I play games, and I think gaming and crypto, it has a lot of correlation, and there's a lot of use cases for like NFTs, blockchain, for right, owning assets in your games. I'm sure if you guys played games before, like you get your skins, you get your characters, you don't really own it. It's just some digital stuff, and you don't really sell it that much. I mean, CS:GO you can sell it, but for GameFi, you can have NFTs that you own, you can sell. You can have weapons, you can have your character. It's just like you're really owning the character in your game, right? So for GameFi, the coins that I like, let me find them. 1 second. So some of the games I like. Let me also tell you, I guess, my theory on it. So for GameFi, the coins that I would choose one of these three. Not three. One of these coins. Just choose one, and I would put in 1% because so these are like the bigger coins from last cycle. So they might not go up as much, but they're very safe coins, right? Engine, Sand, Gala, Alluvium, and Valken Forge. They're basically infrastructure coins that help the whole gaming ecosystem. So I would pick one of these coins because they provide infrastructure, and all games need infrastructure, right, to run. So I would put 1% and just choose one of these 5 coins. I think all these are pretty good. Next, I would put 1% in Seedify or Engine Starter. So these are basically launch pads. I would put 1%, choose one of these, or I don't know, choose both and put 0.5. So launch pads are basically you can invest early on into games, right? A lot of games on these launch pads did 10x or 100x already. So, as if we get a bull market, a lot of people will want to get into these for the 10x, 100x opportunities. And you need their native token to participate, right? So Seedify or Engine Starter are good coins. I feel like for the whole gaming, the whole gamify sector. Next, I would do. So let me tell you, let me tell you a little bit about the narrative too. So for GameFi, right? Hot games are good. The whole narrative is because the AAA games are coming to Web3. There's some new games that are out that's gonna bring good users. Like last cycle was just like play to earn, and it was very stupid. It was just like stupid games. People are trying to earn money, right? But this time, we need real games for people to actually, move over to Web3. They actually want to play because people move over because they actually want to play the game. If you just have some play to earn, people are just here for the Ponzi, right? So next, I have Robit. So I'll put 1% in this. So this is a gambling coin. This is a GambleFi. I put it as gaming as well. So GambleFi, obviously, if you guys gamble, it's like casino, sports bets, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And people, crypto gambling, it just goes hand in hand. So Robit is actually a pretty big coin, and they actually make a good amount of money already. So they actually make a lot of money, almost the same as I think like some layer 2s and layer 1s. So this is a great coin to get in. Robit. This is GambleFi. I think GambleFi, like for me myself, I do sports bets and stuff like that. And then if you start using one app, you're just gonna keep on using that app. There's there's a big amount of very sticky. It's very sticky, right? And a lot of people gamble as well. People just love gambling, and they also have 1,000x leverage for their trades. So this one is a good one to get into. And actually, I like the gamble narrative a lot. I got two. This is a BCB, blockchain bets is another GambleFi, 1%. And for the token holders of BCB, if you stake it, you actually get to keep the rewards. So if the gambling site makes money, the holders actually get a split of that money. So basically, all the profits go back to the token holders. So BCB, same thing as RLB. It's a GambleFi. And so GameFi, we're doing what are we doing? We're doing 7%. Total, we're doing 7% of our portfolio in this. And then next, we basically choose one of these. These are game studios. So basically, the people who make games, we don't want to invest in any single game because if you invest in like a gaming coin, you don't know if it's going to do well. All the games are like, you don't play one game forever, right? So you don't want to invest in a single game. Unless you get really lucky, like League of Legends or something, that might do really well. But for you want to do like game studios that make games. So Nakamoto Games, Ape, Wagme Games, DG, Cetus. So you just want to choose one of these and pull 1% in. They're all gaming studios or content kind of stuff. So you just want to choose one of these and pull 1% in. All right, next. I mean, I'm not gonna explain this very much. They make games, right? They make good games. They're good studios. It goes up if they make good games. All right, that's it. All right, next. IMX. I put in 1%. One of the biggest gaming infrastructure coins. Everything. A lot of games use IMX. They can't really compete with the other layer 1s, but or layer 2, but it's made specifically for gaming. So if gaming does well, everyone uses IMX. So IMX will go up, immutable X. So IMX, put in 1%. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's already 6. All right, cool. And then the last one, Super, put in 1%. Super, I honestly didn't look too much into it, but I just know that Super is owned by Alex Becker. Well, actually, it's owned by Elio Trades, and he's a friend with Alex Becker, and they do a lot of game stuff, and they're big influencers with a big following. So this is their project. They're gonna hype it up. They're gonna promote it, and they know how to do marketing. So if GameFi goes up, Super is gonna go up. I think it's already up like a lot. Yeah, but I would wait for a dip. I wouldn't buy it now. And all these coins I'm talking about, I wouldn't buy it now. I'd probably wait for a dip, right? It already went from 10 cents to 63 cents. But if you look at the market cap, it's already at 300 million market cap. So tippy top was 700 mil. So it's already halfway recovered, right? But if you look at the price, you can tell, obviously, because it was at like $4 at the top, but it's now 63 cents. So that's why you always want to look at the market cap also, because you want to compare market caps and not just price.
Are you gonna post the trades when you are buying the dip in the Discord group, Jay?
Yeah, I can do that. I can post when I'm getting into these trades when I'm in
Yes.
the Discord chat. Yeah. So be sure to join the Discord. Oh, I guess we're gonna take a break. Want to talk about the giveaway also?
Yes. So this week I want to make it easier for you guys to join. So I'll just share the Discord group link in the chat box, and you can post your trades at Pionex in the Discord group, and we're gonna choose two from who post and to win 20 USDT each. So right now I'm gonna post the link in the Discord in the chat box.
Yeah, because we were making good money off our trades. We were alerting in Discord. We are giving away $20 to two people to our friends. It's under announcements. Go to the announcements to see the rules. And if you share the Discord link, just send us a screenshot or whatever, and in the form. All the rules are in the announcement link. Just go look at the announcement link, and we'll airdrop you $20. If you win. That's it. Christmas gift for you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. All because we made a good amount of money off the trades we were talking about. All right, cool. Back to our DGen portfolio. All right, so this makes up of GameFi right here, 7%. This is the GameFi breakdown. You guys don't have to write it down. You can if you want, or you can just rewind the video. I forgot it's a video. So GameFi 7%. All right, next we'll do something easier. We don't use our brains, so it's just easier. BRC20. All right, BRC20, 3%. BRC20 is hot right now. Bitcoin ordinals, just doing stuff on Bitcoin, super hot. All these meme coins being generated. So I think BRC20 is going to cool down, but in general, we want to be invested because I think it's going to get a hype if we keep going up. So I'm just going to go over Ordi 1%. This is the first basically altcoin on Bitcoin on the BRC20 network. So it's basically like Doge on Bitcoin, and it's number one. So this one will probably keep on going up. I got in this at like $1. It's already like 6 or 7. I don't know. But so I wouldn't buy this now. I'll wait for a dip. Second one, Stacks. They're building basically smart contracts on Bitcoin. So Stacks is great. It's basically Ethereum on Bitcoin. Stacks is I alerted this one at 75 cents. It's already like $1.50 now. So I would also wait for a dip on this one to get in. 1% on Stacks. And then also this one's a little, maybe it's gonna work out, maybe it won't. But this is also BRC20. This is Mubi. So multi-chain bridge, I think it's called, or multi-bridge. Basically you can move coins from Ethereum over to Bitcoin, right? So it's a bridge between ERC20 and BRC20. And this one I would also wait for a dip. So these are the coins on the BRC20 protocol, the whole BRC20 narrative I will get into. But wait for a dip. I wouldn't jump in ASAP right now. All right, cool. So this one was quick. All right, next one. So this one is more you got to use your head a little bit more for this one. All right, this one a little bit more fundamental, a little bit more research. So these are layer 1s and 2s, and in total we're gonna put in 6%. All right, so for these, first one we got ARB. We're gonna put in 1%. So Arbitrum is a layer 2 on Ethereum, and is the biggest layer 2. So if you take a look at this, Arbitrum is number 4, right? It has the highest TVL, 2.4 billion. It makes the most fees, and I believe it's a very fast experience. It makes Ethereum way better, right? So layer two, it makes the whole process smoother, and it uses optimistic rollup, which is the easiest way to launch and secure a L2s. The fees are low, transactions are fast, and lots of DeFi platforms use ARB for the low fees and high speed. One thing to watch out for is the unlock schedule. There is a big unlock around 1 billion Arbitrum coins in March of 2024. So this could cause a dip in the price. So I would buy some ARB now, or maybe just wait for the dip and buy it. But I would probably just buy some now. I actually was gonna alert this one in the Discord, but while I was charting it, I didn't post it. But this one is up 20% today. So we're getting a lot of hype into ARB currently, but ARB is something you can watch and get into now. If you don't like ARB, you could also choose Optimism, which is also a layer two, and it's a competitor of ARB. I would say like ARB or Optimism. Optimism uses obviously Optimism, right? Use a OP rollup. And but the thing is, they let other companies deploy layer twos. They basically let them build on top using their stack to build their own layer twos. They also have a lot of big partnerships with like Coinbase's base network uses OP. Synthetics is building a DeFi layer two using OP, and then WorldCoin also built their layer two. WorldCoin from Sam and OpenAI, they also use OP to build their layer two. And also their token lockup looks better, and there's no huge cliff for them. It's more of a gradual unlock. Let's see. Oops. OP. And if you look at the unlock, it's loading. Yep. It's so yeah, look, it's a very gradual unlock. If you look at the blue green, it's just like slowly released month by month. All right, so 1% into your choice of one of those two. And then the next one we're going to talk about is TIA. I would do 2% into TIA. I believe that's. Let me look at my notes. Yep, TIA. I would do 2%. So TIA is a layer one. It's a modular layer one. So basically, it's if you guys are into computer science and stuff, it's a modular type of setup for your platform, for your application. It separates like the smart contract layer, the data layer, and then the consensus layer into different layers, and you can use different coding languages, right? Instead of just like you have to use Ethereum EVM for the whole stack. Celestia lets you break it into different layers. So what is a modular blockchain? So it separates execution, settlement, consensus, and data availability. So this makes it easier to build. You can use different layers for different things in different coding languages, and it's more flexibility for the developers. And I believe, obviously, if you've seen the price, TIA has been pumping, but this is some new innovation, and it allows a lot of flexibility for developers, which I believe is this one could pump. I'm doing 2% into Celestia. And there's this whole argument about what's better, like monolithic blockchains or modular like TIA. So both could work. So like a monolithic one would be like Solana. So for this one, you can honestly do like TIA 1% and Solana 1%, or just TIA 2%. So TIA, yeah, I really like TIA. You should definitely get some TIA. Right now it's kind of expensive. Wait for a dip. The next one is AVAX. AVAX 1%. AVAX is good. A lot of institutions are using it. A lot of games are using it. It's probably not going to go up too much because it was already pretty hyped up last cycle. I'm not going to talk about it too much. So just to speed things along. So AVAX, I would do 1%. And then Engine also hyped up. We also called this one out on the Discord. Up a lot already. Let's take a look at the chart of Engine. It's up a lot. Oh yeah. So we bought Engine at 17. I'm not
You're
sharing.
not sharing the chart. Yes.
So we called out Engine at 16. It's already at 38. So I definitely would not buy it now. Definitely would wait for a dip. So yeah, Engine's already broke all-time highs. Engines is doing amazing. This is something I would definitely look at. Just wait for a dip though, because I got this at 17. I'm still holding it. I don't even know how much I'm up. A lot of percentage points. But yeah, so Engine 1%. Basically, what Engine does, it's built with Cosmos on top of a IBC layer, so it is interoperable across different chains. This is layer one, basically specifically built for financial transactions. It's quick. It's got like order books, dexes, anything that requires speed will use Engine, and I can see a lot of DeFi building on top of Engine. Exchanges, whatever, trading platforms, loans, finance platforms, anything that requires speed and will use Engine or INJ. I shouldn't call it Engine. And one more. Wait, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, yeah, I can count 6%. One more. Last one, ICP. ICP, 1%. So ICP is a decentralized compute layer one. So basically, it supports the front end, back end, and storage. So you can build a blockchain on top. You can build applications on top of this layer one, and everything is there's tools for you to do it, and everything is decentralized. So your data, your storage is included in there. You can do a front end, you can do a back end. They're all hosted on decentralized servers. You have no single point of failure. So ICP I really like, and I'm not going to go too much into it. You guys can look into it if you want. So ICP, another 1%. So this makes up of my 6% of my layer one and layer twos. And the next thing we're going to go look at is AI. We're going to look at AI. And if you guys have any questions, you can put it in the chat. I'll look at it after. I'm going to speed through this because this is getting a little long. Well, AI, we're going to do 3% into AI. Boom. So for AI, we got 3 coins. And honestly, AI, right? It's hyped up. Why AI? AI is hyped up in like the traditional finance sector right now. AI is all the hype with ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure you guys use ChatGPT. It's got like 50 million users, like in the fastest time possible. I think a day or two or a week. But it's all the hype. And of course, when you think about AI, you think about crypto as well, because crypto is like all bits and bytes, cyberpunk, all code, and all that kind of good stuff. But really, there's not that much use cases for AI in crypto right now, or crypto in AI. But because it's hot, there's a narrative, and we're trading the narrative. We don't give a crap about the fundamentals. We are trading the narrative. We're gonna get some AI coins. So for AI, we got 3 coins. Let me see. Render, 1%, and then we got AKT, 1%, and then we got AI Tech, 1%. AI Tech is a little smaller one, but Render, basically, it's a decentralized GPU service. You guys you need GPUs to run your modeling, to run your back testing, all that kind of stuff, or processing power. So this one you can rent GPU power. And AKT is the same thing. They buy and sell compute resources, so it's like on-demand GPU compute. And then AI Tech, they have a server space. They basically have a big server space, also similar to the top two. They have a big server space in somewhere in Germany or something, or Romania, and you can basically rent out server space and compute, GPU compute. And then they also have I like this one because they also have a launch pad for other AI coins. And I really like launch pads. People like to gamble. If you get in launch pads, you can get in coins early. And when these coins go like 10x, 100x, more people will, want to get in the launch pad, which you will need to buy their coin, join their community to use that launch pad. So this is why I like AI Tech. So 1% because it's launch pad plus a server space. That's why I like these 3. But most of these, they're probably not worth anything. They're probably going to 0 if we don't get a bull market, because it's just the AI narrative. I mean, obviously they have some value, right? They have GPU, server space, and all that stuff. But their coins, if we get a bear market, it's going to go to 0. But if we get a bull market, these coins will definitely 10x to 50x, just based off the hype of AI. All right. Great, great, great. Next, we have real world assets slash DeFi, and we're going to do 6% into these. So for real world assets, for real world assets, it's a very hot sector. It was all the hype and narrative in the last year, I believe. JP Morgan got into it. Lots of traditional finance platforms where companies tried it out because real world assets, right? You can digitalize real world assets. It can reduce the friction and replace the antiquated financial settlement system. So it can reduce counterparty risk, contract risk, settlement time, increase visibility for auditing, and the whole process. So JP Morgan actually tested out digitalizing assets this past year. I mean, a lot of companies have done it in the past already, but JP Morgan tested it with the Singapore Central Bank through forex payments. Basically, they tested cross-chain multi-currency clearing and settlement, and in their most recent study, they actually used Layer Zero and Axelar, which are also two of the infrastructure coins that we will invest 1% into. We're going to mention it later. They actually use these two for cross-chain communication. So I'll get into that a little bit later. But basically, real world assets is a big sector. According to where I forgot who it was. Oh, according to I forgot where this chart's from. But let me just share it. So I think it's Bain or BCG or something. According to BCG, the market of real world assets will grow to $16 trillion by 2030. Just so you guys know, this is not going to be like a super hype narrative. It's going to slowly develop and play out. But if we get some hype, maybe different institutions using this, your real world asset coins will go up, right? But this is just the forecast of the market available for digitalizing real world assets. So some of the coins I like for this one are, let me scroll up, are Centrifuge, 1%. So basically this what this does is it's a platform for making real world assets and getting loans on them. So you can put your asset on here and get loans on them, right? Or you can loan out your money and get yield, and then it's collateralized by real world assets. So this is basically a marketplace. And then second one is Swarm. I really like this one, right? Swarm, what it does is it tokenized stocks. So if you guys are not in finance or don't understand the I guess the importance of this. So in the U.S., we can trade stocks, right? We have, and they most of the time they go up, but in countries like China or different countries that don't have access to our stock market, because not everyone can trade in our stock market, right? They have restrictions, and they don't have these financial products available. They can only trade their local stocks that might not do anything because the economy sucks, right? So Swarm is tokenizing these stocks. So you have a one-to-one. Basically, you have exposure to these stocks, and it's decentralized, and you can access it from your, whatever country you are. It's basically Democrat is making finance democratic and making everyone be able to access them. So Swarm is Swarm. I really like Swarm. Swarm is very cool, and they're regulated in Germany, I believe. So definitely look at this one. Tokenizing stocks is a big sector. And then after that, we got Rio T, 1%. So Rio T, what it does is it's tokenizing real estate, and you can buy fractional portions of real estate. And obviously, it's made into it's digitalized and it's tokenized, right? So people already do this in Web 2, but I believe, if we get some hype again around real world assets, Rio T will go up as well, because it's just tokenized. It's basically Web3 version of that with tokenization. So I like that. And real estate is like the biggest market in United States. Basically, they have trillions of dollars. So if this gets hype, it is good. So Real T. Next we got Link. So this one's DeFi. Link for 2%. Link is very old. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already heard of Link already. But Link is it's an Oracle. It's for pricing. All the DeFi networks you use, pricing is through Link. They have middleware allowing Web2 developers to connect to Web3 smart contracts, and also they have a data stream and also proof of reserve for real world assets. So Link touches all of these sectors. So basically, if you have a DeFi platform or any type of on-chain app, you have to use Link. You basically have to use Link for your data, for your connections, right? So Link is very important, and that's why 2% in Link.
Hey Jay, you're not sharing the screen.
Sharing now. All right, wait, let me see. 6%. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5. All right, so one more. Undo, 1%. So Undo is basically tokenizing U.S. bonds. So this is basically the same thing as Swarm, but we're tokenizing U.S. bonds. And as like I said before, not everyone has access to the U.S. bonds, and it's a it's a $1 trillion market. So you're tokenizing U.S. bonds, and if real world RWA or DeFi gets some hype, Undo will get a part of that. So these are the ones I'm looking at for real world asset / DeFi. All right, cool. I think. All right, last two. I already kind of mentioned infrastructure, 2%. So these ones are used in that JP Morgan case study with the Singapore monetary authorities. So layer 0 doesn't have a coin yet, but just keep this one on watch. And then AXL, 1%. So these two, they're basically cross-chain messaging layers that lets you communicate between different chains. Because if you're on AVAX, you can't communicate with Ethereum, and then you can't communicate with like Solana, right? So these networks make it possible for them to communicate. And so basically, real world assets need to use this. So, for example, if you issue some real estate on Solana, how are you going to use that on Ethereum, right? Or how are you going to use these bonds on Ethereum? You need this cross chain messaging layer to be able to communicate. So these two are infrastructure, and they'll definitely go up if the market goes up. All right, cool. So that basically makes up all of my portfolio except for decentralized gambles and then active trading. And then SocialFi, you guys can look into this yourself, but this basically makes up my portfolio. So before we take some questions and answer some questions, I'm gonna go into this a little bit more. So so basically, we have 100K portfolio, right? 40K is in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we're expecting. Remember our bull case. Our base case is Bitcoin is gonna go to 120K. It's gonna 3x. So we're gonna get a 3x on Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So this is gonna turn into 120K, and then we have 30K into altcoins. So these altcoins, if you guys look in the past, if we just let's look at a chart. Let's say what has had a bull. Let's say Link, right? Link had a pretty good run. So Link, we're still very early. So let's say we're like here, right? $7 Link. We're actually even lower. We're probably here, like $5, right? We're at like $5 for Link right now. Like back if we were back in 2020. In the bull market, Link went up to 50, right? So that's a 10x. So this is what you can basically see for some of these altcoins. And Link is back down to 15 right now. So for altcoins, I think it's reasonable to say we get a 10x, especially for some of the cheaper coins now, like Link. that got hype, right? For example, like Ordi already went up. Oops, it's a bad chart.
Jay, the screen.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so Ordi, before we talked, it's already up. It's already up 10x. So Ordi itself is already up 10x, right? But if we get an actual bull run, I believe this can go up some more. Like I said, I wouldn't buy Ordi at $50, so don't be buying this right now. So if we get a 10x with our altcoins, that's gonna turn into 300K. All right, cool. So the reason why I left 20%, so for active trading, is because not all of these narratives are gonna run all at once. For example, if Ordi's running right now, you don't see like infrastructure running, or you don't see DeFi running, right? So the reason we have this 20K, or I have this 20K, is because if I see Ordi running, I can put more exposure into Ordi with leverage, and then I can I can capture that big move, right? So this 20K is basically used for that. And for example, if I think the market is going to have a dip, I'm not selling those. The portfolio I'm talking about, I'm not selling that. Those are just like, leave it in there, don't touch it. I'm not selling it, right? Until like, obviously we think we hit the top, or we made like a 10x. So for this active portfolio, we can short also, right? If we think, Bitcoin might have a dip, these coins are looking not that great right now, we can use this portfolio to short, make money, and hedge some of our profits. So this, if you're good at trading, or if you're in the Discord, I believe within 2 years we can get a 10x on this 20K. So that's like 200K. We can get it. I mean, with some of the trades we've already taken in the Discord, we already made a good amount of money. So basically, you can just take that as a reference. Obviously, we're not going to make money on every trade, but I believe a 10x is reasonable if we do get a bull market. And then last but not least, 10K on the DEX. So 10K on the DEX. This is the unsure part of the portfolio, right? So these are the gambles. So I'm going to say if it's a bull market, we're going to get like 100x on this. So this, or 50x, sorry. 100x is a lot. Yeah, delete that. We're going to get a 50x. So this itself would turn into 500K, right? So for the DEX trades, we're trading stuff like Bunk. We're getting in early on things like Bunk, Sats, right? So these are only on decentralized exchanges. So if you look at Bunk, it went from, all right, let's index it. All right, let's index it to 100. We went from like 90 for 100 to like 5,000. So it basically, Bunk already returned a 60x, 70x. And this is just gamble, right? You don't know Bunk is going to do this, but that's the whole point of the portfolio. If we hit one of these, we're going to make a shit ton of money. And Sats, right? Something like Sats up 7x in like this short amount of time. And what you guys can use to see this kind of stuff is like DEX screener. So this is like basically screening the trades on DEXs. For example, I mean, don't buy this, all right? Don't buy this right now. Like, for example, I mean, this one's like AI auditing, right? So this one's like AI auditing. And then how much is this up? This is up 5x, or I mean, from the beginning when it first dropped, it's already up 10x, right? So, but these are really gambles. These can go to zero like very quickly. So it's just all memes. So this one has a narrative, I guess. It's AI auditing. Auditing is very hot. But then you have stuff like, what is it? Dog with hat. What is the ticker for that? Oh, Wi-Fi. Here we go. Then you have stuff like dog with hat, right? Dog with hat. This is the wrong one. What is the ticker for that? COG. No, DOD. I forgot what the ticker is, but it's up 70x. It's just like meme coins that you can get in on early. But if you have a small portfolio, I don't recommend that, because it's just you don't know what this is gonna happen. So we take this part out of the portfolio. and add this up, we get around like 620,000, right? So 100K to 620K, that'd be like a 6x. So that's not bad. If we can just hit this part of the portfolio, we'll make a 6x, and I think that's very good profits and good expectations for the bull run. So yeah, I'm gonna look at. Now I'm gonna take a look at the chat and
Yeah,
see.
we got a lot of questions, Jay.
All right. So basically, that is how I'm thinking about the market and the portfolio construction I'm gonna be doing. And you guys can take a look at some of the coins. Don't copy it. All right. Let me look at some questions. And I see. Do you have option to auto invest and maintain the portfolio? Auto invest isn't auto put in money. I'm not. I'm not sure. We have like a portfolio bot. Don't use that to balance it. Maybe use it to create a portfolio, but don't auto rebalance, because you want, when the coin runs, you don't want to be auto rebalancing. It's gonna do like a 10x if it runs. So you don't want to be getting out of that, getting to weaker points. That'd be stupid. And I want to say all these coins, like they also have different. You can also choose different coins in these sectors, but these are just the ones I like. Jack says OP is flying. Yeah, ARB and OP are doing good today. I was looking at it yesterday. I wanted to get in, but I didn't. But whatever. It is what it is. Just wait for the dip. Patrick says Ami used to be big for NFT, but is lower, but still going strong. Yeah, there's like a lot of other coins that will work out as well. Not all of these coins are available on Pionex, but most of them are. How do you share screenshot of profits? You here. You go to your app, and there's like a little button. Damn.
Yeah, I already explained. So go to apply and then get verified, and you can just post your orders in whichever channel you like.
Okay. Someone Panny asked, "What about Ace?" Never even heard of it. It's probably shit. I don't know. Actually, probably not. I don't know what this is though. It's probably some new coin. Yeah, there's probably some new coin. I don't really know. I didn't look into it. So, can you share the price range? Yes, I can. I'll share it in the Discord, or I'll share it next time. And Shihan, yeah, come join the Discord. Just make sure you're a Pionex user, and then submit your UID. Can I elaborate in AI tech, please? I can elaborate later. I think we're a little bit over the time. I can elaborate on the next live stream if you guys have questions. Stefano says airdrop instruct. Okay, yeah. She already explained that one. Are these all regulated? All the crypto? No, they're not all regulated. I regulated, yeah.
I think a kid asked about DOT.
Dot? I think Dot is I mean Dot's good, but Dot is it's just like old coins, right? It's just like very old coins. It's just like I mean, you can say the same thing about Link. I just like Link. I didn't really look too much into Polkadot. It's been pretty dead, so that's why I didn't put it in there. But there's like a variety of coins. You don't have to choose the ones I like. These are just the ones I like, and that I think the narrative will be strong. I just see no narrative around Dot right now, so I'm not too. Yeah, sorry. Here's the chart of Dot. I'm not looking at it too much. Yeah. And in other news, Ethereum is freaking finally coming up and outperforming Bitcoin. So that is great. My Ethereum bags are pumping. Yeah, this is what we want to see Ethereum Bitcoin get over this 50-day finally. It's been a little shit recently. Yes, I want to maintain some coins on Auto Invest. Auto Invest. Like straight from your bank account auto invest. Oh, we have a DCA bot. Yeah, you can just use DCA bots, I guess. Invest every day. Yeah, you can just use a DCA bot for each of the coin you want to invest. Oh, the coins related to real estate, yes, they are regulated. So all of the digital, all of the real world asset coins, they are actually they have to go. They have to obviously they digitalize the assets. They have like the deeds. They have the contracts all signed. They do all the back end stuff. They're not. I don't think they're gonna steal your money. They're definitely all like regulated because now you're touching real world stuff. They can't just run away. What do you think about rats? Rats. Rats is cool. It's just same thing. It's just a meme coin on BRC20. So I like Ordi because it's the first one. It's just like Doge or Sheeb. So yeah, I just like Ordi better because it's the first one on there. What when running future bots, are you always using stop loss? I personally don't use futures grid bots. You can ask, yo, Slava, you can ask in the chat. You can ask Gridbot Guru. I'll look into futures grid bots more. I just, I'm more of a, I'll get in and get out, especially if things are just going sideways. If things are going sideways, I'll use futures grid bot, but I wouldn't use a stop loss. I personally wouldn't use a stop loss because if I think the only reason I'm using futures grid bot is I think it's going to go sideways or it's going to go up a little bit, right? So I wouldn't use a stop loss. What about Ace? I have no idea what Ace is, dude. Penny. I don't know what Ace is, so I can look into it, but I just don't know what it is. I have to spend time looking into it. Obviously, it's on like all the big exchanges. Oh, it's a AAA game. Yeah, so it's probably good, but like it's probably good. It says it's a AAA game, but I don't know. I never played it. Yeah, I never played it, and I don't know. So I wouldn't invest in games personally, just because like you don't know if it's gonna go up or go up or down. Neo says easy 10x portfolio. I mean, the coins you put in are all the whatever, all the what was that standard, like ISO 10,000 standard coins. So it's I don't know. Like XRP is not gonna do like a 10x. I'll guarantee you XRP is not gonna do a 10x. So yeah, the other ones, XLM probably not gonna do a 10x either. Quant, I don't know, and the other ones I don't know, but those two definitely not gonna do a 10x. So I wouldn't. That's why I didn't put it in my portfolio. All right, cool. Patrick, so following the portfolio with Bitcoin going to 120K, that portfolio will likely do a 5 to 10x. But remember, a lot of remember the variability, right? It's the dex trades. The dex trades, you gotta do well on the dex trades. These I didn't give anything for because these depend on you. If this gets that 50x, right, the dex gambles, then yes, you'll reach a mil in like in the next bull market. But if you don't get the dex trades right, and if your active trading sucks, then you might get like a 5x in the next bull run, right? If we get 120K Bitcoin, right? It's all dependent on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's staying at 40K, you're not getting shit. All right, you're not getting anything. Like the altcoins are not gonna do anything. You're lucky if you don't lose money. So yeah, there's that. Soul is good. I talked about Soul already. Penny, go rewind the video. Soul is good. Like I said, I would get like 1% Soul or 1% Tia. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right.
All right. Talked about it a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll follow up maybe next week, and then I'll post entry points in the Discord. So get in on the Discord because we didn't go over entries. A lot of these are pretty high up already. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and I wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. So hope you guys are doing something fun. But I'm gonna go off and go snowboarding now. So see ya as well. So hope you guys are have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys, and see you next week with New Year's coming. And hope you guys enjoy the holidays. And yes,
100%. Yeah, have a great Christmas, guys. Thanks for coming. Like and subscribe. That's you can give me that as a Christmas present. All right, guys. Peace out. See you guys next week.
bye, guys.